Well, what's going on, everybody? WakoBako here, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to show you all of my Eventual PSA submissions, and I'll explain why I put Eventual in there in a second. And also how I prep cards for PSA. I know everyone's got a different style. I've tried to do some research and reach out to some people that have done PSA submissions before. And, you know, there is some decent information out there, but this is kind of the best that I got. So we'll go into that. I've got some codes to give away at the end, so stay tuned for that as well. But I say Eventual for this main reason. With everything being so crazy right now and everyone just, you know, kind of being stuck at home, a lot of people have been sending out a lot of their cards to get graded through either PSA or Beckett for, you know, pretty much ever since the pandemic hit. So it's very expensive to get even just one card sent out and graded. And a lot of the cards that I have, it wouldn't really be worth the return value. Some I do have that I know could score very high scores, and I'll get a lot of money back in value. But a lot of this stuff is just stuff I want to get graded, so it's in my own sealed collection. It's nice and protected with those, you know, those slabs, either through PSA or Beckett. But like I said, I mean, the last that I checked is like $80 per card, and then there's all these other additional fees. So yeah, not really worth it right now. And I know I had a video months and months ago that I was going to send stuff out to PSA. And then, of course, you know, the pandemic hit, so I had to put it all off. But this would be an Eventual, and yeah, I really want to get some of this stuff graded. And I'm not super concerned with what it gets graded with. I just want it in those nice protected and sealed cases. So real quick, I just want to show you what I really use. So very simple. Ultra Pro top loaders, nice and easy, very, very simple. And then I use these perfect fit sleeves here. The reason why I do that, and you can use the loose fit, like the penny sleeves, but I just like to use these ones mainly just because, and I'll show you an example real quick. So here we go here. We have this Charizard GX from Hidden Fates. So as you can see here, if I take this out, the perfect fit sleeve, and if you can tell, it fits like intended perfectly around it. And then you can put the top loader, put it in the top loader like that. It's nice and ready to go. I do have tabs. Unfortunately, I ran out of tabs, but you'll see here in a second. You can just put a tab on it, so when it gets to PSA, they can just pull it right out, do their inspections without having to do what I just did and like bend this all open and, you know, kind of dig their fingers in there. So yeah, so that's really short and sweet. If you guys are interested in where I get that stuff from, let me know in the comments. And I'll drop some links in there, or I'll post some stuff on Instagram. You can find this stuff pretty much anywhere. I normally get my stuff off Amazon, but that's just me. Okay, so I'm going to start with some of the, they're not necessarily sets, but, excuse me, it's more of just like, I don't know, just part of a collection, that kind of like every piece of it. And then I have individual Pokemon that we'll go through towards the end. So let's start with this one here. So these here are all the character cards from Cosmic Eclipse. Again, they're not any high range cards, well, except for one of them. But I just like the way that they all looked, and it'd be cool to get them graded and see how they do. But see how I have like the little tab on there. And of course, when I send it out, I'll take it out of the actual sleeve itself. But you can see, if it will go in there, you see I still have the perfect fit sleeve in there, and then just the regular one as well. So yeah. Like I said, I'm just doing these just because I really like this, and I have every single card in this. Like I said, they're not officially sets, but just every single card in this. So I just love the artwork on these, and I really hope that they do some of this for Sword and Shield. So this is the most expensive card out of this so far. Ungraded, it's about 40 to 50 bucks right now, and it keeps climbing. So you definitely want to get that one. But again, I just really liked all the artwork on these. I thought they did such a great job, and like I said, I'd like to see this with Sword and Shield. I think that would be really neat. Let me know in the comments if you guys feel the same way. So there we go. I think that's all 12 there. So I'm just going to put these off to the side because I have a lot to go through here. So let's see. So I do have new lighting set up, and I said in the last video I have it set up over here. I've been kind of moving it around and testing it, so let me know in the comments if it actually looks better than previous videos. If not, I'll just keep moving stuff around. But actually, I'm just going to keep these off here just because it's going to stack up really quick. All right, so on to the next one here. These are all the Mythical Collection promos. These are all from X and Y generation. They came out during the generation set. But a lot of these, yeah, these are all the Mythical Collection Pokemon cards. Again, another amazing set of artwork. A lot of these cards, again, aren't crazy high-end expensive cards, but I think it was cool just to have every single one that they put out. And they were literally, you know, from package to double sleeve. So this Arceus is absolutely beautiful, by the way. And a lot of these artworks are. That's why I wanted to do this. And again, I'm not super concerned with what they score with, but I don't see any of the cards that I'm about to show you scoring anything low. Like, it should be at a minimum, probably like 6s. You know, maybe some of the older vintage stuff I'll show is maybe 5s, but I don't have anything that's completely thrashed. So these ones here too, I have all 4 of these here with the Charizard and my favorite, the Blastoise, probably in the best condition out of the 4. And then the Pikachu and Venusaur aren't as good of condition, but like I said, since I have all of them, I wanted to just get all those together. And like I said, it's just stuff that I have like this where, again, not crazy high value, but I have all of them, so I want to get them graded. Speaking about having all of them, I have all of the Shining Pokemon from the current Shining set. I know there's older Shining Pokemon, which I missed out on, obviously. They're vintage and they're very expensive now, but I have every single one here, so I definitely want to get these out. So, you know, you have Celebi, we have Genesect, we have the Shining Ho-Oh, which this one here I actually took out of its sleeve itself. But I'm going to do a second video because a lot of people don't seem to know. If you have any of these promos like this that are sleeved, same thing with like the new Charizard one from Champions Path ETBs, you can leave them in the plastic sleeve and send them to PSA. They won't take it out of the sleeve. They will grade it in the sleeve itself. And the grade is actually based off of the sleeve's condition, not the card's condition. So even if I had this card and it was way off-centered, if it's still in that plastic sleeve and that sleeve is perfect, you can get a 10. So I've seen it before. If you guys are more curious about that, let me know. I'll do a secondary video. I'll just pull out all the sleeved cards that I have and go into more detail. But yeah, so the only reason why I took this one out is because I said I had multiples. So yeah, so here we go. Shining Volcanion, good old Shining Mew. This card's climbing up in price. You know, Shining Legends was weird because it was a great set, and then, you know, just randomly a couple years later, people are like, oh man, Shining Legends, and then everyone jumped on board. So I'm glad that I have all of these and I was able to get them. Of course, some of these are promos as well, but yeah, definitely glad I was able to get these before, you know, everyone started buying into it and it got crazy expensive. And this one here I'm adding in there. I know it's not a Shining Pokemon, but I got it in here because of how the texture's laid out and it kind of fits with the rest of the cards in this little mini set. So yeah, I think it'd be a great little send-off there. But as you can see, like, you know, I don't just have like 1 or 2 cards to send out to PSA, and that's why, you know, granted, when I do send this out, I'm not sending all this at one time. I don't have that kind of money. But I'll do these in small batches and break them down even less than what I'm showing you here, just so I can get them all out at one time and it won't be crazy expensive. So the next one here, we're getting into the Pokemon specific ones, or the specific Pokemon ones. So we have all the Dragonite ones. These are a lot of my favorite artworks, and just Dragonites I've collected over the years. So we have the Delta Species Dragonite, which Delta Species is definitely one of my favorite sets just because of the mix match of element types and stuff like that. So like here you have an electric Dragonite. I think that's awesome. But that's definitely a set I want to work on and collect, and then maybe even get a sealed box a little ways down the road. The other thing you'll notice as well, a lot of these cards go in order from how old they are. So like this Dragonite here is from 2005. So you'll see they'll climb in dates as well. So if you see like, you know, a crazy like rarity card and then like a common or an uncommon, you understand why. All right, so Dragonite FB level 50 there. This is from 2009. Love this artwork here. And again, this isn't anything crazy. This is from 2012. But I just love the card and just the holofoil pattern on there. It's kind of reverse of what we have now with Sword and Shield, where it's all vertical. These are all horizontal, so really, really cool artwork there. And just that shine looks absolutely amazing. All right, here we have the Dragonite EX. This is from the Furious Fist set. I know they have one of these that's the promo, but this is the first one here. This is from 2014. Absolutely love this Dragonite full art card. Again, this from Furious Fist as well. Just absolutely beautiful. And like I said, a lot of these cards, you know, they do, you know, have some dings on there. They're not absolutely perfect. You see some whitening on top there. But like I said, it's just I wanted to get these graded just, you know, for the sake of having my own little sealed collection here. Another Dragonite here. Again, not anything crazy. This is from 2015. But again, I like the artwork, and it's, I don't know, Dragonite's definitely in my top of favorite Pokemon. This one here, I've pulled this card so many times, but this is probably the one that's in the best shape. A lot of the other ones I got were off-centered. This is from Evolutions. And see, this is what I'm talking about. So you have that, and then you just go back to regular rares. But this one here is from Sword and Shield, or Sun and Moon base set, sorry. Just, again, I love the card, and it's a nice holo. Dragonite GX from Dragon Majesty. Just love the artwork on that one. Definitely a fan. The Dragonite GX, this is a promo card. Just absolutely beautiful rainbow rare, and I love the pattern in the background there as well. And then we have the Dragonite GXs from Unified Minds. Again, another amazing card here. And again, like I said, if you look at this card here, you know, the centering is not absolutely perfect. You know, it's got a little bit of wear on there, but like I said, a lot of these cards should score fairly decent. And like I said, I don't really have the intentions of like reselling them once they're graded or anything like that. It's more of just getting them sealed and just having them for myself, and then just hanging on to them, you know, because if I look at this stuff, you know, if I would have kept a lot of the stuff when I was a kid or get that stuff graded, you know, it's ridiculously expensive now. We're talking base set stuff. But it'd be interesting to see if the value grows in any of this stuff over time. And if it does, you know, like I said, it'd be cool to kind of have some graded cards. So here is another Pokemon that's near and dear to my heart here. Good old Raichu. Starting off with the amazing Steel-type Raichu from Delta species. I always mess that up. And it kind of has that shiny textured pattern like the new Shining cards have. But just absolutely amazing there. All right, so getting into another Raichu here. And again, a lot of these, they're nothing crazy. But like I said, I just try to get a bunch of different ones that I have. You see it looks like there's a little bit of wear on here, but it's kind of hard to tell because that wear is all over the card there. And then like I said, the back of the card is not in the best of shape, but this one here, an absolute favorite of mine. I want this card in English so bad, but just can't happen. Can't find it. This is the Raichu Level X card, and this one here, the Japanese, it's a first edition. You can see the stamp on the bottom there. This card's from 2008. Absolutely gorgeous card there, and I love the pattern on there, the hollow foil all over the entire card. Definitely a favorite of mine. And again, like I said, a lot of these are just for the artworks themselves. Just a lot of great Raichu artwork over the years, you know, getting into the GXs, some of the higher end cards here. This one I really like, especially because this is one of the stamped ones. Alolan Raichu from the Crimson Invasion pre-release kits, so it's kind of nice to have that as well. Another Raichu there. This is from Unbroken Bonds. Then we have Raichu from Burning Shadows. Raichu GX. This is the Hidden Fates promo, and then Raichu GX from Hidden Fates. We have another Alolan Raichu here from Unified Minds. This is the Raichu and Alolan Raichu tag team card from Unified Minds. Here is the Raichu GX full art. It's a promo from Shining Legends. I know if you guys have seen my channel, we've been around for a long time. I have plenty of these. I opened up so many of these boxes in search for just trying to complete that set. And then we have the Rainbow Rare iteration. Let me know in the comments which one you guys like better. To me, it's an obvious choice. The Rainbow Rare looks so much better, especially with that zigzag pattern in the background. But yeah, just absolutely beautiful card. And then a current Raichu here. Like I said, it's even funny to me looking at this because, like I said, I wanted to keep them in order based on, you know, the dates. But it's kind of funny going from a card like this, you know, extremely hyper rare. It's absolutely a beautiful card to just a regular reverse rare here, but still really nice Raichu there. And as time goes on, I'll keep getting as many as I can, you know, older and, you know, keeping up with the modern sets. So I'm obviously, if you guys haven't picked up on it now, you guys should see where I'm going to end off with, but I'm going to go through this one next because there's a lot here. And of course, it's Charizard. So again, Charizard's a great Pokemon, nothing against it, but it's not my favorite. But I do have a whole bunch of these. And again, they're not perfect, but I do have some, I'm going to call them gems. Not gems in like PSA 10 gems, but just, nice Charizard cards. So this Charizard card here is from, I want to say the 1999 or 98 Japanese CD collection. It's one of the promos here, and you can tell by the little lightning stamp there. There were 6 cards that came in that, and this is one of them. But like I said, it's not in the best of condition, as you can tell. A little bit of whitening down there, and there's that little crease there. But again, just want to kind of get it sealed. You'd be surprised, some of these cards, I've seen base set Charizards just completely thrashed, still score like a 4 or 5 and sell for a couple $100, which is nuts. Dark Charizard from Team Rocket. This is the last card in English that I need to complete my set. Still don't have it, mainly because the English iteration of this card is way more expensive than the Japanese one, even though this one is in really good shape. So, yeah, it'd be nice to see how that gets graded out. Plains Charizard from, I want to say this is either, I think this is from the Gym Heroes set. There was 2 sets, obviously Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge. But it's absolutely beautiful. And same thing with this one. The English version of this card is way more expensive than the Japanese, but I was able to get my hands on this one, and I just really, excuse me, I like the artwork on this one. So on to the next here. Excuse me, as I lose my voice. We have these Charizard EX. This is from Generations here. Again, another amazing card there, and just love the artwork. We got the Mega Charizard from Generations as well. We have the Charizard from the Radiant Collection. That was, kind of like how Hidden Fates has Hidden Fates in the Shiny Vault. Generations had Generations and the Radiant Collection. This is actually from a Japanese set that they ported over to English, but I just love the artwork there. Don't worry, this isn't the base set one, if you haven't picked up by now. This is the Charizard holographic from Evolutions. I've pulled multiple ones of these, but this is the one that's in the best shape. In terms of like centering the edges, surface, and the corners. So that's those 4 components are what obviously both companies, PSA and Beckett, look at. But if you get stuff graded from Beckett, you'll actually see those scores broken down, those 4 components. Then we have the Charizard EX from Evolutions as well. We have the Mega Charizard EX from Evolutions, and you'll take a wild guess, the Full Art Mega Charizard EX from Evolutions as well. See, I'm a Blastoise guy, but I still got a good amount of Charizards. These ones here, these are they're not promos, but they're from the Charizard promo box because they're holographics. So you have Charmander, Charmeleon, and there's the Charizard, obviously the focal point of that promo. But I wanted to keep those all together. So the same thing here, we have the Charmander reverse. We have the Charmeleon reverse from Dragon Majesty, and this here. So you look at this here, you're like, yeah, cool, it's a non-holo Charizard. But this is actually an error card. So if you look at Dragon Majesty, this card is supposed to be either holo or reverse. And as you can tell, there is no holo foil pattern on this card whatsoever, so it's an error card. That's the reason why I want to get this graded. There's people out there that look for error cards, and be interesting to see how it scores and what the value is afterwards. So we have the infamous Charizard GX from the Hidden Fates tins. I know there's thousands of these out there, but like I said, it's just another Charizard card for the collection. You guys saw this earlier, but this one is in better condition. This is the Charizard GX from Hidden Fates. And of course, I had to throw this one in here. Good old shiny Charizard from the Shiny Vault here. Numbers 49, SE49. Absolutely love this card. I had 2 of them. If you guys don't remember, this isn't the one that I pulled on camera. This is the one that I pulled before I started making content, which is in better shape, and I ended up selling off the other one. Still my favorite Shining Charizard compared to some of the other ones, but that's just my own personal opinion. So we'll leave this right here just for a second. And then we have Charizard V, obviously from Darkness Ablaze. Got the Charizard V Max. I've pulled 3 of these so far, but again, this one's in the best shape. And of course, last but definitely not least, the shiny Charizard V from Champion's Path. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Which one do you think looks better? I still haven't pulled the shiny Charizard V Max from the Shiny Star V set. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see you know, how that artwork looks in person. But yeah, so those are all the Charizards that I have. All right, so now moving on to the last, but definitely not least. But before we do that, give me 1 second so I can get all these codes together. All right, so just hold on 1 second. Let me just walk over here. Let me just grab a random stack of codes here. Let's go with, no, not those ones. Let's try, sorry, obviously I normally have this stuff prepped out ahead of time. But yeah, just, it was kind of last minute, I guess. So let's grab, let's see. Actually, we'll just do some of these. Let's see. Yeah, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. So here we go. We got some codes there. And let me grab just a little bit more. All right. And yeah, let's just use these ones. Okay. All right, I'm back. Luckily, everything I have is close by, so I didn't have to run away too long, but all right, here we go. Let's get that out of the way. Let's give away some of these codes here. I got some Hidden Fates codes here, so best of luck to whoever gets those. Just those are the last bit of Hidden Fates ones that I had. And these ones here I'll give away at the very end. Okay, so here we go, getting into which is obviously my favorite Pokemon if you're new to the channel, or yeah, just I guess just haven't been paying attention. So here we go, let's get into them. We have Blastoise. I love this artwork so much, and this is definitely one of my top 3. You'll see the other 2 following right behind this. I'm working with someone to incorporate this into my new channel banner. If you see the one that I have now, I really like, but I want to change it up. So the original Blastoise artwork here from base set. I'm still trying to get the English iteration, but again, way more expensive and harder to find. So here's the other one of my favorites. This is from that CD collection I was talking about. Again, you can see verified by the little lightning bolt. And then my next favorite one is this one here. So before I get into the channel banner, I want to show you guys something here. So again, this is the Japanese holographic Dark Blastoise here. Absolutely love this from the Team Rocket set. But I also have the English holographic as well. I really, really like these. I have the non-holo, or yeah, the non-holo rare first edition, and I also have just the regular one as well. So it'd be cool to get all of those graded out and see how they score. But, kind of showed off that one. But what I was getting to with the, let's see, put these back in the right order. So this is what I kind of want to do. And let me know in the comments if you guys think this would look cool. So for the channel banner, I want to take the artworks from all 3 of these here, especially because I like the way they look. Or maybe I'll do it this way. But yeah, it's going to include all of these artworks here, and then it's going to have, you know, a design and then the verbiage around it. But let me know in the comments what you think. If you guys think that'd be something cool to do, or if I should just, you know, leave what I have. But all right, so now moving on to the next here. All right, so here we go. As you guys kind of saw, we have Blastoise EX. This is a promo card here, XY30. And then we have the full art Blastoise EX here. An absolutely beautiful card. I just love the way that it looks. Some of these old EX full arts just still hold their beauty there, which is really, really nice. All right, Blastoise EX. This is from Evolutions. Yeah, Evolutions, yeah. And then the Mega Blastoise EX from Evolutions, and of course behind that, the full art Mega Blastoise from Evolutions. And then we have, I kind of did these out of order, my bad. We have Blastoise EX from Generations and the Mega Blastoise from Generations. All right, so then here, and I showed this off on Instagram before, but this is just a placeholder. I'm still waiting on my other one to come in. This is Blastoise GX from Unified Minds. You're probably wondering why it's a placeholder. If you look at the centering here, it is completely off. It's all shifted that way. So that's why this is just a placeholder until I get one with better centering, and then I'll get that one graded. We have Blastoise and Piplup from Cosmic Eclipse. Absolutely love this tag team card, and it's such a funny tag team to have, especially, you know, look at the comparison between the two. But I also have the alternate art, full art here. Just absolutely love this card here, and the coloring on that is just beautiful. We have the Blastoise GX full art here. This is from the its specific box, the Blastoise GX. I think it's a premium collection or it's just a collection box, but again, love the artwork there, and Blastoise looks crazy fat in this picture here. And then the Japanese Blastoise V. I cannot wait to see these in English. I think it's going to be absolutely amazing addition to the set. And of course, last but definitely not least, one of my favorite Blastoise that's come out, especially in modern sets. But yeah, Blastoise VMAX here. I think it looks better than the Charizard VMAX. I'll probably get someone fighting me in the comments about it, but yeah, well earned there. And just absolutely beautiful card. So that's going to do it for all of my eventual PSA submissions. Let me know in the comments what was your favorite. And I'll do a follow-up video when I do actually get these prepped, or like when I'm actually getting ready to ship them out. I'll do a video, and then when they come back in, I'll do a follow-up video to kind of see how they ended up being graded. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. I know it ran a little bit long, but stay tuned. Like I said, either Wednesday or Thursday will be the 400 sub celebration. I wanted to do it before the end of the year, so stay tuned for that. Let me know in the comments what you think of this video. If you want to see other videos like this, let me know. I'm always open to feedback and suggestions. But that's going to do it for me, guys. I'm WakoBako. Take it easy.